Mara Walker had always been ambitious. At 29, she had worked tirelessly to climb the corporate ladder, proving herself in an industry dominated by men twice her age. So when she was offered a senior position at Lexington & Company, one of the most prestigious financial firms in the city, she took it without hesitation. The only catch? Her new boss was Damian Lexington, the cold, calculated CEO with a reputation for breaking even the strongest employees. Mara had heard the stories. He was ruthless in business, intolerant of mistakes, and known for firing employees with the flick of a wrist. Some said he had never smiled in his life. Others whispered about his dark past, his ability to manipulate people like chess pieces. She wasn't afraid. That was until she stepped into his office for the first time. Damian Lexington sat behind a sleek black desk, his piercing gray eyes scanning a document with the kind of intensity that could melt steel. His dark hair was neatly styled, his tailored suit emphasizing the sharp lines of his lean frame. He barely glanced up when she entered. Mara Walker. His voice was deep, controlled, and void of emotion. Yes, sir. She stood straight, waiting for his command. He finally lifted his gaze, and for a brief second something flickered in his eyes. Interest, perhaps? I don't tolerate incompetence, he said. You're replacing Jonathan Pierce, who lasted 6 months before proving himself useless. If you're here for an easy ride, leave now. Mara didn't flinch. I don't do easy, sir. For the first time, Damian smirked. Good. Let's see if you can keep up. Mara soon realized working under Damian Lexington was a constant battle. Days turned into long hours of back-to-back meetings, impossible deadlines, and sleepless nights. Damian demanded perfection. He never praised, never encouraged, only pointed out flaws with sharp precision. But she refused to break. She worked harder, pushed herself further, met every demand he threw her way. And slowly the dynamic between them shifted. It started with stolen glances in boardroom meetings. Then, late-night strategy sessions where their conversations grew less rigid, more personal. One evening, while reviewing a contract, she caught him watching her. You're not like the others, he murmured. Mara raised an eyebrow. I take that as a compliment. You should, he said, leaning back in his chair. Most people fear me. I don't scare easily. His smirk returned. I've noticed. Something unspoken hung between them. Something dangerous. One night, after a particularly intense negotiation meeting, they found themselves alone in the office. Damian loosened his tie, exhaling in frustration. That client was insufferable. Mara chuckled. Welcome to corporate life, Mr. Lexington. His gaze darkened. Call me Damian. She hesitated. That's not professional. Neither is the way you look at me when you think I don't notice. Her breath hitched. Excuse me. He stood, closing the space between them. You challenge me, Mara. No one does that. She swallowed hard. Maybe someone should. His fingers brushed against hers, the air between them crackling with unspoken tension. This is a bad idea, she whispered. Probably, he agreed. But neither of them stepped away. Weeks passed and the line between professional and personal blurred. Their meetings became charged with tension. A touch here, a stolen glance there.